All right, so example 10, it wants us to draw it, show that that is the domain. So what is my parent function for this problem? Log base, what's the base? 4, right? So our parent function is going to be log base 4 of x, and we're just going to set it equals to y. And so remember, if we change this to exponential, what does it look like?
4y equals x.
All right, so let's build ourselves a table. And what values are we going to pick, x or y? Well, we're solving for x, which means we need to plug in y, right? So let's pick some y values. And don't forget, logarithms have a vertical asymptote at x equals 0, correct? So I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to plug it into my 4 to the y equals x. So I have 4 to the second, which is, and work my way up. So 4 to the first is 4 to the 0. What is it? 1. 0 exponent. The answer is 1. All right, we'll talk about it in just a second, okay? And then we got 4 to the negative 1. Remember, negative exponent, send it to the bottom. So that's like 1 over 4 to the first, which is 1/4. And then 4 to the negative 2. Negative exponent, send it to the bottom. So that's like 1 over 4 squared, which is 1 over 16. So let's keep going here. So now we've got our problem here, which is log base 4 of x minus 5. Well, what is that minus 5 going to affect? Is it going to affect my x's or my y's? In my x, because it's inside with x. And what are we going to do to them? Which means we're going to add 5. All right, so let's add 5 to all of our x's. So we got, what, 5 and 1/16, 5 and 1/4, 6, 9, and 21. Is there anything that's going to affect the y values? No, there's nothing at the end there at the very beginning, so they're going to stay -2 to +2. And then my vertical asymptote. Well, remember, it's an x equals. Did anything affect my x's? What did we do to our x values? So we're going to add 5 to it as well. So what's 0 plus 5? All right. So now we got our table. Let's go graph. I have a vertical asymptote at 5. So I'm going to draw my vertical line. Remember, it's dashed because it's an asymptote. And then plot your points. And I can't plot the 21 on mine, but that's okay. We just know that means it's flattening out some, right? All right, so look at our graph. It said to illustrate the domain of that. Well, do I have any x values over on the left side of the graph here that's being used? No, right? All my x's are what? Greater than what number? 5. What's happening at the 5? That's that vertical asymptote, right? So we can see here that all of our values are greater than 5, or we can say they're between 5 and infinity. So we've illustrated it.